The Las Vegas real estate market has been shifting, and today we're going to tell you exactly what that means. This is the September 2022 Las Vegas luxury real estate market update. So let's jump right into the guard-gated market trends. So when it comes to closed sales, August actually had more sales than July. So that was a plus, clocking in with 53 closed sales compared to the 43 the month prior. Inventory was up just a bit at 441 over 437, and pending sales climbed to 96 at the end of the month compared to 81 the month prior. So what caused the uptick in sales for August? Well, I contribute it to two things. First of all, people went on vacation this summer. Due to travel restrictions over the last couple years, most people hadn't been anywhere for several years. So this was a summer that saw everybody, leaving town, getting out of the country. Airlines were struggling, being understaffed, and still are for that matter. But so of course a lot of people got out of town. I think that helped contribute to a dip in sales. And they got back in town and got back to buying. But I'd say the biggest reason for the change is the market correcting, specifically price reductions. At the end of August, there were 441 homes for sale with a total of 129 price reductions. And those 121 price reductions came from 101 homes, which was literally 23% of the inventory. And some of those homes lowered their price more than once. So with lower prices came better value, which caused buyers to jump back in the market. And we're starting to see some buyers just be a little more comfortable with current rates and the current climate. So let's take a look at the absorption rate, which is a measure of supply of inventory. A 6-month supply is typically a balanced market where prices will stay relatively steady. And over the last couple years, we saw the inventory for most price points get well below 6 months. In some cases, it was 2 months, even 1 month, and that drove prices up. Well, now we're seeing many price points with 9 to 11 months of inventory, which means the scale has flipped from being a seller's market to a buyer's market. And that's where you're seeing this competitive atmosphere, which is leading to these price reductions. So we're going to see more price reductions. Look, there are always home sellers that won't sell, don't need to sell, and if they don't get their number, they're going to take their home off the market. But there are those that do need to sell, for whatever reason that might be, personal, financial, etc., and they're going to do what it takes to get their home sold. And as they lower their price and others do as well, those start to be the new comps or sales comparables. And those are going to be what buyers make future decisions on. And so that's where the market starts to soften and the comps come down. So for the homes that do find a buyer, it's critical that you as a seller do as much as you can, preferably in advance, to make sure that deal sticks. Because remember, you still have a 30 to 45 day escrow period to get through where the buyer is going to have contingencies such as home inspections and reviewing the resale package. So that buyer will still have reasons to get out of the deal. So some of the things that we recommend to make sure your deal has a much better chance of going through would be to get your HVAC serviced in advance, get your roof checked out, and if you've got broken roof tiles or flashing that needs to be addressed, take care of it now. And last but not least, your pool. It's common people have regular pool service where they come clean the pool, but it's very common that we still find pools that have lights that are out, heaters that aren't working, filters are perhaps leaking, things that you as a seller I would strongly recommend getting addressed. We at the Rob Jensen Company are comprised of experts, and we know how to represent you in this competitive landscape. Whether you're looking to buy or sell, please give us a call at 702-442-1150.